Hi, I'm Lamarr Townsend. Welcome to my newest psychic tarot reading. Jimmy Kimmel was pulled off of the air after his monologue on the Charlie Kirk killing. Then he was put back on air. And now everyone's talking about Trump, Donald Trump, censorship, media power, and the pressure being placed on free voices. Tonight, I'm drawing tarot to see, is this the energy of suppression, control, or awakening? What does spirit reveal about power, speech, and resistance? Let's get into it and see what the cards have to say, child. Thank you all for being here. Let's go ahead and get into it. Trump got Kimmel pulled off of the air. Kimmel was put back on. Apparently, Kimmel made some, and of course, the Charlie Kirk situation is a very touchy subject. So probably made a joke too soon, right? But also, Trump seems to be a bit touchy at this time. So let's focus our energy on him. Now that Jimmy is thankfully put back on air for now, right? I just want to see what is Trump's next move going to be. Is Trump going to continue to attack freedom of speech? And by the way, I do want to say, in terms of, we're going to get back to the Charlie Kirk situation, but I did predict the killer. I did a reading when it first happened on Charlie Kirk, and I don't remember if I said exactly it was a man. I'm pretty sure maybe I alluded it being a man. Or I have to rewatch probably the video, or you can go and rewatch it. But I definitely mentioned in the reading. I remember distinctly saying the killer was most likely someone between the ages of about 20 to 40 or 50 years old. Predicted it. The killer was, I think he's in his like mid early 20s. So, and I did mention seeing a woman as well. So we're gonna get back to the Charlie Kirk situation, but it kind of delves into this. So let's get into it. And speaking of Trump, let's put him up here because he's a part of it. Let's put him up here on the screen. There we go. Is Trump going to continue to attack freedom of speech? Is Trump going to continue to attack freedom of speech? Give us some clarity and insight, Spirit. Let us know. Give us the truth. Is Trump going to continue to attack freedom of speech? Is censorship the norm? Is suspensions the norm? See, the temperance card. With Trump, he kind of thrives off of the power. He thrives off of there being consequences for actions he sees as unjust or that could incite something unsavory. Read between the lines and catch that tea. So for Trump, it's a matter of, how do I say this, Spirit? It's almost like sunning him, putting Kimmel in his place, using Kimmel also as an example. This is what happens when you step out of line. All right, when your speech is too free. I get the Eight of Wands. Is Trump going to continue to attack freedom of speech? I think there's going to be, yes, other fires he's going to most likely attempt to put out under the guise of freedom of speech or issues of freedom of speech, censorship. I hear the word communism, communist, allegedly as well. I don't know why I'm hearing that word. And it could be certain touchstone topics or certain topics that, like, Charlie Kirk is one of them, Epstein might be one of them too. Low-key, allegedly. Nine of Cups. This attack on freedom of speech that Trump is kind of like, it seems to be inciting himself. It's almost like a button Trump gets to push when he wants to feel powerful, but also when he wants to control the narrative. So this attack on freedom of speech is Trump's attempt to control the narrative and to put out fires before they start or before they get too big. So I feel like for Trump, him getting Kimmel suspended was more so him trying to put out a fire of some sort. Ten of Swords shows up connected to emotions. Is he going to continue to attack freedom of speech? The thing with him too is he's very much a do as I say, not as I do. So if he's going to attack things, he has to uphold those same standards for himself, or else people will continue to attack. I don't know why I'm seeing Candace Owens in my mind's eye. Hmm. Six of Wands shows up connected to purpose, confidence, facing the Hanged Man. The thing is that he can't control everything. He can't control everything that comes out of everyone's mouth, but he is going to surround himself in a bubble. And this attack on free speech is a part of him surrounding himself in a protective bubble. All right. Two of Wands shows up connected to change, transformation. This is moving in a new direction, maybe even setting a new precedence in some way, shape, or form. Hmm. The Strength card shows up connected to stepping outside one's comfort zones, higher education, higher learning. I'm getting something about algorithms as well. Algorithms. Let's see. Ten of Wands showing up connected to the internet, social media. The Eight of Cups shows up. The thing with Trump is that every time he attacks someone based on free speech, it actually shows his hand more. Um, I see him continuing to put out fires. Should people with platforms like Jimmy Kimmel, like YouTubers, TikTokers, all right, maybe even regular, Joe Schmoes and Jill Pills out there, that have their own, social media, Facebook, Twitter, but don't have thousands, millions of followers, but still have influence. Are people's platforms in jeopardy due to Trump's alleged seemingly attack on free speech? Or are platforms, people's jobs, are they in jeopardy for speaking out about something or saying the wrong thing? Are people's platforms in jeopardy? Is there potential for other Kimmel situations to happen out there if they rub Trump the wrong way with their free speech? Give us the tea, spirit. Give us the truth. Five of Cups. Once again, the Jimmy Kimmel was the warning shot, or Jimmy Kimmel was uh the smoking gun. If it can happen to him, it can happen to you. But the Star card shows up. Maybe that's why I'm getting algorithms. Something about algorithms. You may start to notice certain algorithms favoring Trump, shielding Trump, or favoring other topics versus others, or shielding even certain topics even more. It may even reach the news media or the news cycle as well. Seven of Wands shows up connected to thoughts, the mind, communication. Yeah, it's possible with the Seven of Wands, platforms could be in jeopardy. YouTubers, TikTokers, other people with late night shows, TV shows, podcasts. This is the warning shot. Watch what you say moving forward. Particularly, I get something about inciting violence or anything that could be seen as such. Or even anything that could be twisted that way. There could start to be a tier, a paywall tier. I'm not sure exactly the logistics of it, but I'm getting the energy of like, you pay to play when it comes to this new phase of censorship or attack on freedom of speech. You pay to play. So if you really, yeah, it's already okay. That makes sense, Spirit. It's kind of already happening now with people putting certain things behind paywalls, like what's the one, OnlyFans or Patreon or whatever new ones pop up, YouTube membership. It could be one of those things where it's like if you want the unfiltered freedom of speech, you pay to play. But also maybe it also could be somehow, some way, if you want the ability to have unfiltered freedom of speech, you have to pay to play. I don't know why I keep getting a paid tier of some sort, or a tier. Um there's gonna be a woman who speaks out, but she's facing the Chariot card, so she's triumphant in something. She's triumphant in something. You may also start to see people allude to things using code words instead of saying certain things out directly, which is already happening. Um, the Justice card shows up. Make sure you're compliant. Make sure you're following policies and rules. Because there could be lawsuits that come out. There could be legal situations. But I think there's going to be a woman that falls into this current energy of censorship and attack on freedom of speech. But she's successful with something. A Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra woman facing the Chariot card. So I feel like overall Trump is going to attack. Yes, the energy comes across as there is some sort of seemingly attack on freedom of speech and censorship. Um, I feel like for the preparation of something to come, it's almost like they're prepping. They're prepping. This is what's happening. Oh, thank you, Spirit. I need my coffee. This is a coffee moment, y'all. Did y'all miss me? I haven't posted in a few days. Some of y'all were messaging me and were like, "Are you okay? I hope you're good." I just took a break. Sometimes you need to take a break, honey. But I'm still working behind the scenes, still doing client readings and candles and stuff like that. This is what's happening though with this Jimmy Kimmel freedom of speech and Trump situation. They're prepping the algorithms, news cycle algorithms, social media algorithms, whatever algorithms, other algorithms are out there that we're not privy to. But they're prepping the algorithms for something to come that's a news story or newsworthy. In this freedom of speech situation, and I keep getting November going into the new year. So interesting. Whew. So in terms of my opening monologue, I guess it is the energy is all of the above: suppression, control, and awakening. See how that came full circle? By the way, I'm available for personal readings. If you would like to book a reading with me and get your own accurate psychic reading from me, or your own birth chart reading, mediumship reading, past life reading, candles, classes, or more, definitely check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. I am available right now today, and I would love to read for you. You can also schedule your own reading, so you can book and schedule your own reading right on my website, or you can text me once again at 703-791-9162, and let me show you on my website for those who would like to book a reading with me. This is my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Once you reach this page, you know you're on the right page. You can scroll down, read reviews. All right. And you can also go to the store section to check out everything I offer. I offer quite a lot. I offer email readings, video recorded readings, past life readings. Once again, birth chart readings, including individual compatibility and 12-month ahead birth chart readings to predict what the planets have in store for you for the next year ahead. I also do offer protection candles, love candles, money candles, cleansing candles, grounding candles, and so much more. I also do offer merch, handmade evil eye bracelets by me, tarot classes, astrology classes, spiritual development classes, custom candles, and so much more. If you would be interested in anything spiritual, then definitely reach out. Let's get the final card for Child. This is Jimmy Kimmel, Trump, freedom of speech, censorship, drama. All right. Okay, we got the Four of Action. It says your hard work and sincere efforts leads you to a sense of safety, contentment, and financial security. You deserve to take a break and enjoy the magnificent life you've created. It may be time to celebrate a wonderful event, such as an engagement, a wedding, buying a new home, or the birth of a child. Interesting. Huh. I'm going to stick to, in this new age of censorship and freedom of speech being attacked, not everything needs to be posted on social media. Because if you say the wrong thing, and depending on the context of the situation, you may not just lose your platform. Catch that tea. And I'll leave that there. All right, you guys. Thank you all for listening and watching. I've got clients to get to, personal readings to get to. As always, I love you all. I'll see you in your own personal reading, or talk to you in your own personal reading, or I will catch you in the next video. Either way, I'll see you soon. Make sure you follow me on my social media pages, Instagram, Facebook, and so much more. Love and light. God bless. Until the next time. When I look in the mirror, I love who I see. My spiritual journey aligns me with my destiny. My ancestor spirit guides, they teach me how to fly. I just need a guy who will be my standby. When you're doing your best, you love what you see. Your higher self aligns you with your perfect destiny. Blessings and love to the Most High. I just need a guy who will be my standby. Stand by me and be humble when life tries to get you down. I'll stand by you when you crumble and you're feeling like you're gonna drown. Stand by me and be humble and life won't get you down. I'll hold your hand when you fumble and get out of this town. Stand by me and be humble when life tries to get you down. I'll stand by you when you crumble and you're feeling like you're gonna drown. Stand by me and be humble and life won't get you down. I'll hold your hand when you fumble and get out of this town. Stand by me and be humble when life tries to get you down. I'll stand by you when you crumble and you're feeling like you're gonna drown. Stand by me and be humble and life won't get you down. I'll hold your hand when you fumble and get out of this town. Stand by me and be humble when life tries to get you down. I'll stand by you when you crumble and you're feeling like you're gonna drown. Stand by me and be humble and life won't get you down. I'll hold your hand when you fumble and get out of this town.